Hello guys, what's going on? This is Anosuke and this is Let's Play Brave Fencer Musashi, where I'll be doing 100% run of this game.
Brave Fencer Musashi!
Now going through all this game, I'm going to try and show off all that I can. I say I'm shooting for a 100% run, but I may not achieve that, but you know what? Let's do it.
Let's do it!
There does be no effect. They shall find it our whereabouts soon.
They were waiting for the king's absence to attack.
Like, why is the Bincho type so large? Does this mean?
It is eminently necessary that you perform Hero Summon.
Oh, we can finally meet him, the lovely and handsome, brave Fencer Musashi.
Princess, please resume your assignment.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, he's here! Our gracious hero, brave Fencer Musashi!
He's rather small. This will not do.
It must have been too large of a task for the princess.
Hey, wait! Like, do you think I'd actually make a mistake? Have you guys seen the real Sir Musashi?
No, we haven't.
Then maybe the real Sir Musashi is this puny little thing.
What the? Who did you say was puny? And why are you guys wearing such stupid costumes?
Stupid costumes? Take that back, you little turd!
Please, princess, Sir Little Turd, calmeth down.
The name's Musashi, you geezer.
Oh, pardoneth me. We doth have a request for thou, Sir Musashi.
You're not serious, are you? It's too much of a chore for this little lad.
If the princess summoneth him, he must doth be a credible hero.
What do you guys want? Let me go home. I'm busy, you know? Can someone get me a palanquin?
You've been summoned to save our world, so you can't go back to your world until you save ours. Isn't it just a shame? And you will remain in this world until the absorbed Bincho energy from the summoning disappears.
What do you mean I have to save this world? And I'll die if that what's-it energy disappears? Ha!
There doth not beeth enough time. You must immediately head forthwith to Spiral Tower.
They would definitely be prowling about the area looking for Lumina. Thus, please take this with you. It's called Fusion.
Hey, pretty cool-looking sword.
Fusion has surpassingly miraculous powers. When it pierces an enemy, it absorbs and assimilates its abilities. Next, it and the ability comes back to you to utilize.
It's called Assimilate.
Assimilate? Sounds cool. Thanks, pal. It'll come in handy. By the way, what's this huge sheath and this note?
That's Lumina's sheath. We want you to go to Spiral Tower, which is like right behind the castle. The Sword of Luminescence, Lumina, is on the roof. That note will show you how to get there.
Okay, so I need to get Lumina, right?
That's right. Our world can have peace when we have Lumina and the 5 scrolls. And if you're the real Musashi, you can get Lumina. We're counting on you, you know? Huh? Ripson? Where's Musashi?
He doth be waked, princess. Impatient doth he be.
And so our journey begins.
Shoot! Why do I have to do this? What the heck? I'll get Lumina, and then I'm out of here.
Alright, so we begin the game proper. Since I'm doing a 100% run, or at least attempting one, I'm going to go ahead and try and show off all the powers that I can. The power here from this purple flower that we get is called Perfume. And what it does is it reduces damage by about 50%. It costs 2 BP to initially use, and it's a pretty good spell overall. Every action in this game actually costs a little thing called BP, and that's that little green bar right below our health bar, which is the yellow one. And I'll explain up these pickups in a little bit later date when there's, not too much else to do. The second power we've gotten here is called Stun. We get them from the Red Thirst Quencher Knights, and it paralyzes an enemy and allows us to do whatever we want to them. It costs 4 BP per use, and it's a permanent power, meaning that it only leaves when we get another one or we die. That power that we got earlier, Perfume, is a temporary power, and that goes away just in the matter of time. We're coming up here to this log bridge, and there's actually 3 different ways you could approach this if you played the game. First one.
Shoot! It's too far to jump. Huh? Hey, I know! I'll use Fusion to get his abilities!
The first one occurs only if you have a different power than Gunshot, or you don't have a power at all. The game assumes that you're new and teaches you how to use Assimilate, which is accomplished by pressing and holding R1, then pressing the circle button when that gauge at the left is full. Then once it pierces an enemy, mash on square until it's completely full. Then you get their power. The power here we get from the blue one is called Gunshot, and it's the one that we need to cross.
What a cinch! I'll use Gunshot to hit those logs and...
Create a log bridge. It costs 1 PB for a shot, so it's a very easy power to have and use. Now, the second way you could do this is a way that I actually did it the first time when I actually played the game for real instead of just playing the demo. It's if you have Gunshot and you approach it anyway, you get a slightly different set of dialogue.
Shoot! It's too far to jump! Hey, I know! I'll use Gunshot to hit those logs and...
Here, the game assumes that you know what you're doing and just doesn't teach you Assimilate at all. Just let you, get on with the game. Now, the final way you could do this, one that I discovered about 4 years ago, the last time I played this game, is that you could have Gunshot approach the river, but instead of going close and triggering any sort of dialogue, shoot it from a distance, and you create a log bridge and can cross without any dialogue, which is pretty cool. We push this log here and, have a little bit of revenge for that log incident we had earlier. By the way, that log always seems to get me for some reason. I have no idea why. These statues here are probably the only time we'll see them in the game. You can break them with sword strikes or with Gunshot. Alright, and with that, we approach the tower proper. But there's a problem.
This is Spiral Tower? But where's the tower? Where's that note I got at the castle? Let's see. The path will not open unless you sacrifice a warrior. Maybe those statues have something to do with it.
And yes, they do. Break all the statues and there are little buttons underneath them, and we go ahead and press them and raise the tower. How that works, no idea.
Hey, something's under this statue. Give it a stomp.
And you can just walk over them. You don't have to do what I did when I was a kid, try to jump on them. It's just, excuse me, it's just much easier just to walk on them. Yeah, the statue head it doesn't like us. It will keep shooting these red spirals of energy until you deactivate all these buttons here. It hasn't become really apparent yet, just because of my use of gunshot. Um, Actions cost BP, and we'll get to the significance of what that means when we actually get into that part of the game. Now, going up Spiral Tower proper, after raising it from the depths, starts speeding out obstacles at us. We have 2 rolling discs and a spike log, and it'll just keep doing that until we get to the door, where it'll stop spawning stuff. Okay, so we're almost to the door, so it should stop spawning after this this last disc here. Yep. Alright, and so we're inside the tower now. We have to deal with another puzzle.
Someone turn on the lights! Where is this place? When the Guardian Flame is blanketed with darkness, a light will lead you above. Whatever.
Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and climb the tower proper. I'm going to go inside this here. Okay, these pickups right here, those coin things are called Dren, and they're the monetary unit of this game. We'll be collecting a lot of them, and I'm trying to get at least a little bit before we go, before we head into the actual town, into the actual game. So, I'm going to hang out here a bit and, you know, just collect some stuff. But I keep forgetting about that blue guy because, yeah, they like shooting at you. The red heart pickups are actually health pickups, if you didn't notice. And they range in between values of 10 and 150, I believe, in the first game. Not the first game, but the first part of the game. I'm still just here trying to avoid stuff and grabbing money, because we're gonna need some money in order to buy some supplies. And I hit that bat. I don't know how I managed to, but it did. I got that one too. I don't know.
Blanketed with darkness. Does it mean to put out that flame? Hey, I know! If that bell drops onto the flame, it'll go out!
And Musashi finally reveals the solution to the puzzle. What we have to do is we have to use gunshot on the rope that the bell is being held by and drop it on that flame. It'll lead us to the upper part of the, oh my goodness, the upper part of the map. That green pickup that you could have possibly barely saw there. Ooh, I'm sorry. That you could have possibly saw there was a bencho power pickup. It'll revive. It fills up our bencho meter, which is that green bar in between there. The game is actually kind of nice, as it will spawn a blue Thirst Quencher soldier right in front of the door if you somehow lose gunshot. You know what? I forgot something. I have no idea whether or not those bats give power. I'll have to explore that later. But as for now, we can go ahead and go up to top of Spiral Tower.
Whoa! It's so high up here! Whoops! Don't have time to be scared. Finally! Lumina, you're mine!
And as Musashi just said, there's Lumina. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and grab stun from one of these red Thirst Quencher soldiers. Or we could miss. There we go. And you can do this one of 2 ways. You see this plate right here that's right next to me? It deactivates the barrier when it comes in contact with a living being, that either being me or one of my enemies.
Huh?
As the game so helpfully describes for us. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You could either have an enemy, you could either kite like a couple of enemies to come and try and hit you, hit them, or have them try and hit you and go for the sword that way. But that's actually a much more difficult way of doing it. See, the better way to do it, you know, is hit them, use stun, and then grab them that way. Yeah, I can tell you, I did it I did it the harder way when I was a kid, before I realized I could use stun. Well, with that, let's go ahead and leave the tower, albeit in a unorthodox fashion. Okay, so we're running down the side of the tower now. We can't move in this part of the game. That's all it is, just a prompt for Musashi to jump.
Whoa, jump!
Like that. Okay, so we're at the bottom, and we should be okay, but Musashi decides to taunt the statue head, and thus we have to run again. See, I told you this statue hated us. But at this part of the game, we can actually move left and right, and we should do so, because there are rocks and logs that, we encountered on the path up here that will block us and keep us from moving. If we get caught by that statue head, as you kind of guessed, we're dead. Thankfully, if we do die, we only have to start from the part where the statue head starts chasing us on this path. Also, another cool thing, from the start of when the statue head rolls down the tower to the last part of this event right here, this is actually one part of the demo, which I'll mark off, or have already marked off in the video. So, we've arrived back to the castle, and Musashi being Musashi decides to just bash through the wall. Okay.
Princess? Hey, who are you?
I'm Root Trick, and you're
Musashi!
Musashi? You're the summit hero? You're pulling my leg. Now, y'all give me Lumina, won't ya? If you do, y'all get this little lady in exchange.
Yeah, right. You wish, pal. Let go of the princess.
Y'all being fooled! Them there flames can't be put it out easily.
Shoot, I'm sweating buckets here. What should I do?
Like, what are you saying? Use Lumina!
Oh yeah!
At this point, the game teaches us the Lumina rotation, which is a gateway into using Lumina's other powers, which we will be exploring once we get them. All you do is just use Assimilate and press triangle instead of square.
I got you now, Rudrick!
Alright, Lumina! Musashi, just hurry up and bash this hunk of lard. Ugh.
Aw, shucks! Shut up, you dumb gal, or else y'all gonna get a licking! See y'all later, Musashi! Oh, have yourself a nice day!
What the? Hey, wait! Whoa! What's that? Holy smokes! Wow, that's huge!
Okay guys, welcome to the first boss fight of the game, Thirst Quencher Empire Steam Knight.
Come on! You're history, pal!
Now the way that you defeat this boss is to go for the legs, as the game so helpfully points out to us. At this point in the game, at this point in the match, the Steam Knight has two different types of attacks. He could launch his Wrecking Ball at you, or he could limb you in a ring of fire, which is probably what did that to us. But the way to do it is to just hit his legs, hit his core, knock him to the wall, pick him up, and throw him through it. Because Musashi is a badass, that's why. Oh, when he switches around like that, that actually can smush you, so be careful. So we'll just go ahead and take out his legs again, hit the core, and be careful of anything else, because now he can start using pillars in order to hurt us too, which I kind of forget in the heat of things. The steam will knock us away from his legs, but it's okay, because we really don't need to worry about it. Because, well, as he gets knocked towards the door, he knocks over all the pillars, and doesn't have to worry about it. Here I have a bit of problem with grabbing him again. Okay, enough of that delay. Now let's go ahead and get him for this last bit here. Now he starts jumping at us, but here's something that you can do. You can charge up, and when he lands, you can actually get a third hit off of him. Actually makes this fight much easier when you do that. And thus he just starts, destroying houses just because, well, he's evil. He likes wrecking people's shit and ruining people's day. I guess. I don't know. Okay, so he just starts swinging his wrecking ball like crazy. So all you can do is just dodge that, dodge him hitting you, and then hit him twice, and bam, he's done. That's it. Now he threw him through the wall, and he should be done, but he isn't quite finished. So let's give him a going away present, shall we?
Hey, you forgot something! That's what you get when you try to mess with me! Oh, almost forgot. I wonder where that idiot root trip took the princess.
Alright, so Musashi has been, he's a bit tuckered out now. So all I can say is next time, I'll show you what this game is when we properly go through it. I'm Zenosuke, and I'll see you later.